The anime starts in a forest with a bunny. The boy Lloyd tries to catch it but is attacked by the rabbit instead. He looks up and sees it running away, so he starts crying. He hears his brother and realizes that he was able to catch it. His name is Shoma. Lloyd happily hugs him and Shoma tells him to go back home. While walking, Shoma gives him a book. At night, Lloyd stands nervously outside a house. He knocks on the door and is told to go in. Lloyd sees a witch called Marie. She tells him that unless he is willing to pay for what he wants, he should leave. Lloyd introduces himself and where he came from. Marie asks him who his village elder is, but when Lloyd replies, she is Shukith. He takes out a crystal and the village elder, Alka, appears, telling her to take Lloyd in. Alka is Marie's master. When Alka is gone, Marie throws the crystal ball. Suddenly, Alka comes out of the cupboard, comments on how cute Lloyd is, and proceeds to go back into the cupboard. In the morning, Lloyd makes her breakfast. Later, Marie questions whether he is for real about wanting to join the army. Even though he is weak, he tells her about a warrior he looks up to. Marie informs him that the military school entry exam consists of a combat test. He tells her that it took him 6 days to reach, but when he adds that he ran and didn't use the train, Marie is flabbergasted. He casually tells her that he stumbled upon giant monsters and Marie is stunned by his low self-awareness. She realizes that her skin is super smooth. Lloyd shows her his handkerchief, which he applied an ancient rune to so that it can remove curses. Marie contemplates her life. He tells her that he can willfully summon rain. Marie rethinks her life choices. The next day, Lloyd explores the city. A man bumps into a hooded girl. He recognizes her face and starts shouting at her, but she walks away. The girl encounters a giant grasshopper and is attacked. Luckily, Lloyd jumps in to save her. He helps her get up and wipes her face. The girl stops him and introduces herself as Seelen. Later, Seelen looks at herself in the mirror and remembers people mocking her for the belt, which has been cursed and cannot be taken off her face. She tries to rip it off and is surprised when it actually comes off. Lloyd goes home to give Marie a gift. Colleen and Murtifine look at the examinees from a window. She observes Riho Flavin, a hot-tempered mercenary. She hears Alan, who shouts at Seelen again for gaining sympathy from the belt. Riho is scared of Lloyd, who is sitting next to her. He tries to start a conversation with her, but Riho jumps back. Just then, Seelen smashes into her and is infatuated with Lloyd. Murtifine comes out and tells the examinees that they will need to attack the dummy. Riho goes up to him, asking who the fuck Lloyd is. Murtifine is as speechless as she is. Lloyd is told to begin. Alka barges out of the closet again and they have tea. Later, Lloyd looks at his results. Orientation at the military academy starts. Seelen and Riho wonder where Lloyd is. Murtifan is looking for his dad, who went to get milk. He starts speaking and Colleen smacks him in the ass. The students are given a piece of paper. Colleen tells the students about a missing princess, while Seelen, Riho, and Murtifan want Lloyd there. She tells them that the person who finds the princess will be rewarded and granted any wish. Later, Lloyd walks and spots a poster. He opens the door of a restaurant and a man tries to Superman punch him. Lloyd dodges it, causing Chrome, the man, to be wary of what Lloyd is there for. Lloyd tells him he is looking for a job, but whatever he says, Chrome just thinks it is some sort of secret code from a gang. Lloyd goes to make risotto and Chrome lets down his guard slightly. Murtifan looks at Lloyd's paper. Colleen looks at his test and realizes that Lloyd wrote ancient runes and smacks Murtifan. I wish Colleen smacked me. She wants to find him immediately. Lloyd finishes the risotto and Chrome hesitantly eats it. In the classroom, they think about what Lloyd is capable of. Chrome thoroughly enjoys the meal and hires him. Later, Marie and Alka are shocked he failed. Lloyd requests to stay at Marie's house so that he can try again next year. Alka starts making herself at home, wanting to live there too. Marie asks her to save the kingdom because a war is starting. Alka tells her she will only deal with things like demon lords. Alka goes back into the cupboard and leaves. Marie throws the crystal ball into a well. The next morning, Riho and Murtifan talk about Lloyd in Chrome's restaurant. They notice how unusually clean the restaurant is. Chrome brings out their food and Murtifan is astounded. Lloyd comes out from the back and goes to take out the trash. Murtifan and Chrome lose their minds. Lloyd sees Marie sneak into an alleyway. Military instructors rush into the alleyway as well. Alan and Seelen are arguing again. Alan attacks Seelen but is stopped by her belt. She thinks that she has been blessed by Lloyd. Lloyd arrives and Seelen rushes to him. Murtifan comes and asks Alan to fight Lloyd. Lloyd tells Alan he is a weakling, so he gives Lloyd a free punch. Lloyd punches so hard that a tornado is formed and he disappears. Marie carries him away and tries to scold him, but when she looks at his cutie patootie face, she cannot bear to scold him. Chrome calls to Lloyd from below and asks him to go to the restaurant. Chrome kneels to Marie, telling her his situation. Marie tells him that the king will soon be manipulated into starting a war. At Murdafan's office, Colleen talks to him. Celine is sad that she cannot meet Lloyd. She knocks on Marie's door for information but is surprised to see Lloyd. She is stunned that he is living with a weirdo. Marie comes back and Lloyd introduces them. Celine is devastated that she got friend-zoned. Riho asks her about the missing girl and Marie tells her that she doesn't know shit about the princess. Riho gets suspicious of her as she didn't say anything about a princess. Celine interviews Marie and she tells Celine that she has been living there for 2 years. Celine breaks down and Marie reveals that she is the princess but quickly corrects herself. Celine tells her that they are doing it for Lloyd. Lloyd comes and starts thinking that Marie is the kingdom's hero for some weird reasons. She pretends to be the hero, telling him that he is too weak to fight alongside her, and Lloyd runs away. Marie reveals herself as the princess and they get mad at her for being mean to Lloyd. She says that Lloyd's village has a rule that doesn't allow their people to meddle in the city's affairs, so Celine and Riho agree to help her. When Marie is on the balcony, Alka appears to thank her for stopping Lloyd from interfering. For throwing the crystal ball into the well, she places a curse on Marie that makes her meow. Alka and Lloyd go to the festival but Lloyd is still depressed. Suddenly, giant bugs ravage the place. The scene cuts to Chrome asking to be reinstated into the royal guards. He tells Murdafan that the enemies have put the king under a spell. Chrome further adds that he knows Murdafan is an enemy spy. Riho, Celine, and Marie can be seen. The king turns around with a curse on his face and blasts Murdafan to remind him of his place. Murdafan turns into a monster. Marie rushes to the cursed king and attacks him but is defeated. He breaks her hand but she stands up. The cursed king says he is the demon lord. Lloyd flicks all the monsters away. He tells Alka that he is going to help Marie even though he knows she will get mad. Marie is shocked that the demon lord is standing before her and goes crazy as this means that she could have asked Alka and Lloyd for help. She runs away while he chases after her. Meanwhile, Lloyd runs into Alan, who says that he is scared. Lloyd gives an inspirational speech and the monster appears but he flicks it away. Alan defeats a monster but sees a giant magic circle. It is Alka casting a meteor on all the monsters. Monster Murdafan attacks all of them. Celine tries to put herself in danger so Lloyd will come to her rescue. Her belt defends against all of Murdafan's attacks. Riho goes to find Lloyd. Just then, he reaches the castle. He slaps Murdafan and gives an inspirational speech which makes Murdafan switch sides. He then nags Murdafan for becoming drunk and he switches sides again. Lloyd easily defeats him and Marie barges in. The demon lord follows her. Lloyd goes to him, telling him to stop cosplaying as there are monsters around. Marie says that he is drunk and needs to be cleaned up, so Lloyd uses the ancient rune handkerchief on him, which exorcises the demon lord. The next day at the festival, Lloyd meets Shoma. Shoma tells him that he is delivering some goods. Alka comes to give him food and Shoma disappears. Chrome and Colleen walk together. She asks about Murdafan but Chrome says that she likes him so she kicks his nuts. Murdafan has been sent to Alka's village. He is shown the wheat fields and remembers that Alka donated food to his village before. Alka appears when Lloyd is naked and watches him. What in the child predator? Lloyd comes out in his military uniform. Riho and Celine come and Lloyd introduces them to Alka. Alka realizes that Celine's belt is an artifact from her village. Alan shows up and Lloyd tells them that Alan helped him get into the academy. They keep bickering so Marie tells all of them to subscribe to Bari Recaps. You will subscribe. Anyways, Lloyd sits on a carriage heading to a town. Later, he cleans up rubbish and Marie talks about the sword stuck in the stone. Lloyd easily pulls it out. At school, Lloyd runs for training. Colleen goes into the class, telling them that there will be a match against Rokuju's Sorcery Academy. She teaches the students magic and asks them to attack the statue. Lloyd attacks it and destroys the Amazon rainforest. Celine wants to learn healing magic from Colleen. Alan and Lloyd come so Colleen proposes a healing magic session. The mercenary sisters, Mina and Philo, go into Marie's home, looking for Riho. They sense an evil presence and Lloyd comes back. Philo attacks him but Lloyd doesn't budge. He comments on Riho's picture while Philo wants to be his servant. Marie kicks them both out of the house and Lloyd tells her that his ribs are broken. Alka appears and is jealous of Marie. Riho asks Colleen why she wants to win so badly. The headmaster of Rokuju, Roll, shows up and acts like a bitch. Celine is mad that Philo touches Lloyd. At home, Lloyd tells Marie he needs to cheer someone up. Marie thinks he is talking about her and tells him to go on a date, but Lloyd reveals that it is Riho. Celine tries to cheer her up. Lloyd asks Riho to go on a date with him and asks her about her situation. She tells him she met Roll at the orphanage. Roll gave Riho her mithril arm so that she could get the holy sword. Lloyd holds her hand and Seelan appears asking why Riho didn't tell her sooner. At the stadium, they are choosing the person that will join the match. An instructor, Mycona, jumps down. She attacks Philo but is pushed out with water. Lloyd tries to help her but Mycona calls him a useless piece of shit. She goes to Marie for healing and they have coffee. Mycona is happy they are breathing the same air. Just then, Lloyd comes back and starts talking to Marie. Mycona cries and runs out. On the day of the match, Chrome introduces the Holy Sword as the prize. Riho goes crazy and Roll wants to join personally to get the sword. Colleen says that Lloyd will join. Alka also goes crazy because Marie is going to watch the tournament without her. She casts a spell on Marie giving her diarrhea. The rules are explained. Only magic can be used and physical attacks will be enough for disqualification. Seelan and Philo begin. Philo attacks her and Seelan thinks that her belt will protect her but it doesn't. When Philo casts a thunder spell, it shields her. Seelan attacks her using her belt but gets eliminated because it is considered a physical attack. Lloyd and Mina are next. She casts a water spell to drown Lloyd. 20 minutes later, Lloyd is still alive. She blocks Lloyd off and begins casting a spell but Lloyd shoots water and defeats her. Next is Riho and Roll. They continuously shoot fire until Riho runs out of mana. Roll rips off Riho's prosthetic arm. Riho attacks Roll by exploding her arm. She reveals that a magic stone was hidden under her flesh. Roll passes out from being too scared. Later Roll is told that Lloyd has the sword and Marie was the one who extracted it. She tells Philo to go to Marie. Philo sneaks into the house. Lloyd comes back and sees a note telling him to bring the sword to the lighthouse. Philo shows Roll the crystal ball that she stole. She sees Lloyd and attacks him. Lloyd gets serious, thinking that she has captured Marie. He throws the sword to Alan and challenges her to an arm wrestle. Another guy attacks Alan but Mina saves him. Philo and Lloyd float into the air and fall back down. Lloyd wins and Philo now wants to marry him. She tells Lloyd that Marie was in her house the whole time. Alka teleports and sees Roll so she blasts her with magic. Riho leaves food for Roll next to her bed.